They treated me like trash at work. Now I'm their boss. I used to cry in the bathroom at work. Now I walk past the same bathroom, heels clicking on the tile, while the people who once made me sob jump when I say their name. They thought I was weak. They thought I was disposable, but they forgot something. People like me don't just break. We remember. And when the time comes, we make damn sure they remember too. I'm 26 now, but this started when I was 21, fresh out of college, bright-eyed, hungry, naive. I thought getting a job at a mid-sized marketing firm was the start of everything I'd dreamed of. I didn't realize I was walking straight into a wolf pack. There were 3 of them. Maya, senior account exec, the queen bee. Perfect nails, fake laugh sharper than broken glass. Ethan, the funny guy designer. Everyone thought he was charming, but he loved putting people down to get a laugh. And Rachel, Maya's echo. Always smirking, always whispering, always making sure she was on the winning side. They weren't just coworkers, they were predators, and I was prey. It started small, little jabs. You're the intern. Grab us coffee. You're so quiet. Do you even have ideas? Maybe this industry isn't for everyone. I told myself it was normal, hazing, a rite of passage, but it got cruel. They made jokes about my clothes, thrift store chic. They mocked my stutter whenever I was nervous presenting. Once Ethan accidentally closed a file I was working on, deleting hours of work. When I got upset, he laughed. Relax, it's not like your work matters anyway. And Maya, she was the worst. She'd smile at me in front of clients, then tear me apart afterward. You looked unprepared. You're not leadership material. You're lucky we keep you around. I'd go home every night, lie on my bed, and wonder if I'd made the biggest mistake of my life. But I stayed, and I remembered. The breaking point came during a team meeting. I had spent a week building a pitch deck, stayed late, skipped dinners, poured myself into it. When I presented it, Maya cut me off halfway through. This is messy. I'll just fix it myself. 2 days later, she pitched my exact deck to the client, word for word, and she got praised, promoted even. That night, I sat in the bathroom stall, fists clenched, shaking with rage. And for the first time, I didn't cry. I whispered to myself, one day you'll regret this. I didn't fight back openly. I played the part, the quiet one, the pushover, the girl who worked late and didn't complain. But behind that mask, I was watching, learning. I saw how Maya manipulated clients, promising impossible deadlines, then making us scramble. I noticed Ethan's sloppy shortcuts, reusing old graphics, billing them as new. I listened as Rachel gossiped, spilling confidential info like candy, and I documented emails, screenshots, notes, not just because I wanted revenge, but because I knew I needed leverage if I ever wanted to escape. So while they thought I was their doormat, I was sharpening knives. If you think I sound dramatic, maybe I am. But tell me honestly, if people stomped on you every single day, would you really just forgive and forget? After 2 years, I left. On the surface, it looked like I was just another burned-out junior quitting. Inside, I was grinning. Because I wasn't running away, I was leveling up. I took another job at a rival firm. Smaller team, better mentors. And for the first time, people listened to me. They valued me. I grew fast, too fast maybe, but I carried those years of humiliation like fire under my skin. By 25, I was managing my own accounts. By 26, I got the call, a promotion, director. And guess which team I was assigned to lead? Maya, Ethan, Rachel. The day I walked into that office as their new boss. The look on their faces was everything I'd dreamed of. Maya's fake smile froze. Ethan's stupid jokes died in his throat. Rachel glanced around like maybe it was a prank. And me? I smiled, calm, collected, like the years of torment hadn't happened. But inside, I was electric, because now I wasn't their prey. I was their predator, and I didn't scream or gloat or brag. I just managed. Managed them the way they managed me, piling on deadlines, cutting them off in meetings, smiling sweetly while undermining their every move. And the best part, no one questioned it. Because now I had the power. It didn't take long. Maya cracked first. She couldn't handle not being in control. Every time I corrected her, every time I rejected her brilliant ideas, I saw her shrink a little more. Ethan stopped joking. He stayed late, sweating over projects, desperate for approval he never got. Rachel? She tried sucking up to me, but I remembered every smirk, every whisper. So I gave her just enough rope to hang herself. She slipped up, leaked confidential info again, and I let HR handle it. One by one, they fell, and I stood tall. At first, it was intoxicating. Every late night of tears, every humiliation, I balanced the scales. But then, something shifted. Sometimes I'd hear myself in meetings, sharp, dismissive, cruel, and I'd freeze, because it sounded like Maya, like I'd become her. And that scared me. Did I get revenge? Yes. But at what cost? Be honest, do I sound crazy? Or does this actually make sense to you? Because even now I don't know if I'm justified. Or just a monster wearing a nicer smile. It's been a year since then. I'm still their boss. 2 of them left. 1 still lingers, quieter, humbler. And me? I look in the mirror and wonder, am I proud? Or am I just addicted? Because once you've tasted the power of turning the tables, you start to crave it. You start to wonder who else deserves to be humbled. So yeah, they treated me like trash. Now I'm their boss. And sometimes when I sit at my desk and watch them squirm, I think, maybe this was never about revenge. Maybe this is just who I was meant to be.